Welcome back. It's Luna. Thank you for coming again today. I'm really happy. I'll do my best to bring you a warm and comforting moment, so please relax and enjoy. Episode 107, The Hero's Path. The Night of Summoning. On a dark night, under a sky dotted with twinkling stars, a boy had a mysterious dream. His name was Hayato Kazuma, an ordinary high school student. However, that night's dream would drastically change his fate. In his dream, Hayato found himself standing in an unfamiliar world. In front of him stood a gigantic castle, surrounded by vast forests and grasslands. A woman with a mystical aura appeared before him. "Are you the chosen hero, Hayato Kazuma?" the woman asked quietly. "Huh? Hero? Me?" Hayato responded in confusion. "Yes. Our world, Elflia, is now threatened by the Demon King. We need your power." The woman's voice was serious. Hayato couldn't understand what was happening in the dream, but strangely, he felt a sense of truth in the woman's words. He was then enveloped in a strong light and lost consciousness. When he awoke, Hayato found himself not in his room, but standing in the grasslands of a different world. The woman from earlier was standing in front of him in reality. "I am Elise, a priestess of this world. Hayato Kazuma, we welcome you as the hero," Elise said calmly. Hayato understood that he had truly come to another world, feeling a mix of astonishment and anxiety. However, touched by Elise's sincere gaze, he resolved to take up the challenge. "Got it. I'll become the hero to save this world," Hayato replied firmly to Elise. Meeting comrades. Following Elise's guidance, Hayato began by learning the basic information about this world. Elflia consisted of 4 major countries and countless small villages, with legendary weapons and items hidden throughout. First, let's gather comrades. A hero needs companions to fight alongside, Elise told Hayato. Hayato and Elise headed to the first village, Milina village, where they heard that a swordsman was protecting the village. Upon arriving, they found a young man training with a sword in the square. "That is the swordsman Leon," Elise introduced to Hayato. "Leon, are you the swordsman of this village?" Hayato called out. Leon stopped his training and turned to face Hayato. "Yeah, who are you?" "I am Hayato Kazuma, a hero summoned to save this world. I need your strength," Hayato requested straightforwardly. Leon stared at Hayato for a moment, then smiled. "A hero? How interesting. Show me your power, and I might consider helping you." Hayato picked up a sword and began a mock battle with Leon. Despite it being his first time with swordsmanship, Hayato fought skillfully, guided by Elise's advice and his instincts. Leon acknowledged his ability and promised to cooperate. "You certainly have the qualities of a hero. I will fight with you," Leon said, extending his hand. Next, they headed to the neighboring village, Alice Village, to find a magician. They heard that a girl named Alice, a descendant of a legendary magician, lived there. Alice, young but capable of powerful magic, protected the village. "Alice, won't you come with us? We need your power," Hayato asked her. "A hero? Really?" Alice looked at Hayato skeptically. However, with Elise's words and Leon's support, she decided to join them as well. "All right, I'll go with you to defeat the Demon King," Alice replied with a smile. Thus, Hayato, Elise, Leon, and Alice began their journey to defeat the Demon King. Overcoming numerous trials and deepening their friendship, they embarked on the hero's path, the Mountain of Trials. Hayato and his group were headed to a steep mountain range known as the Mountain of Trials for their first challenge. It was said that the legendary weapon Sword of Light was hidden there, and obtaining it would significantly enhance Hayato's power as a hero. The Mountain of Trials lived up to its name with its harsh environment, steep cliffs, deep valleys, valleys, and constant strong winds awaited them. Hayato and his group carefully climbed towards the summit. "This place is really tough," Hayato muttered, out of breath. "If you conquer this mountain, you will be recognized as a true hero. Hang in there," Elise encouraged Hayato. As they climbed, a large boulder suddenly rolled down towards them. Hayato quickly grabbed Alice and dodged, narrowly escaping danger. Alice, surprised, thanked Hayato and praised his bravery. "Thank you, Hayato. You saved me," Alice smiled. "It's my duty to protect everyone," Hayato replied, embarrassed. Despite the various challenges that lay ahead, the cold wind sapping their strength and the treacherous path wearing down their spirits, Hayato and his group encouraged each other and continued their ascent. Eventually, they reached the summit. There stood an ancient temple, with the Sword of Light enshrined within. Hayato carefully took the sword, and at that moment, a brilliant light emanated from it. The power of the sword flowed into Hayato, granting him the true strength of a hero. "Now I am ready to fight the Demon King," Hayato said confidently. The shadow of the Demon King, with the Sword of Light in hand, Hayato and his group continued their journey towards their next destination, the Demon King's castle. The castle was located in the northern part of Elflia, shrouded in dark mist that expanded as the Demon King's power grew. Along the way, they visited several villages, giving hope and courage to the people. Their story spread quickly, and they were welcomed as heroes. However, more challenges awaited them. One night, as the group rested, they were suddenly enveloped in darkness. The Demon King's minions attacked them. Hayato drew the Sword of Light and began fighting alongside his comrades. "Be careful, Hayato. They're strong," Leon shouted. "Don't worry, we can win this," Hayato resolved, facing the enemy. As the fierce battle continued, Hayato's group began to be pushed back. The minions of the Demon King were numerous and wielded powerful magic. However, Alice cast a powerful defensive spell, protecting her friends. "I'll protect everyone," Alice's voice echoed. During this time, Hayato charged at the enemy leader. His sword gleamed, and with a single strike, he defeated the leader. The remaining minions were thrown into disarray and began to retreat. "We did it, Hayato," Leon exclaimed joyfully. "It's not over yet. The real battle lies ahead," Hayato replied calmly. The group continued their journey and finally reached the outskirts of the Demon King's castle. The dark mist surrounding the castle emitted an eerie glow. They prepared for the final battle. "This is where it all ends. We will win," Hayato declared to his friends. "As long as you're with us, we won't lose," Elise smiled in reply. The group entered the Demon King's castle. Inside, darkness and silence reigned, and only their footsteps echoed. The final showdown with the Demon King was about to begin. The power of friendship. Inside the Demon King's castle, the eerie silence enveloped them. Hayato and his group carefully advanced towards the heart of the castle. Numerous traps and monsters blocked their way, but they overcame each obstacle. "This castle is filled with the Demon King's power. Stay alert," Elise said with a tense voice. "I understand. Everyone, be careful," Hayato called out to his friends. Eventually, they reached a gigantic door. They knew the Demon King's throne awaited beyond it. Hayato gripped the Sword of Light tightly, took a deep breath, and opened the door. There, seated on a dark throne, was the Demon King. His cold eyes and overwhelming presence radiated power. "Hero, you have come this far, but you can do nothing against me," the Demon King sneered. "We are here to defeat you. Prepare yourself," Hayato declared firmly. The battle began. The Demon King attacked with powerful magic, but Alice defended them with her spells, and Leon seized the opportunities to strike. Elise supported them with her magic, and Hayato retaliated with the Sword of Light. "Everyone, let's combine our strength." Hayato called out. "That's right, Hayato." Leon charged at the Demon King with his sword. "We have the power of friendship." Alice joined the attack, unleashing her magic. As the intense battle raged on, Hayato's group gradually gained the upper hand. Despite the Demon King's immense power, their unity and friendship prevailed, finally cornering the Demon King. "This impossible your power," the Demon King gasped in shock. "We will never give up. This is the power of our friendship." Hayato delivered the final blow, defeating the Demon King. The final battle. After defeating the Demon King, Hayato and his group felt a moment of relief. However, the Demon King's castle began to collapse, and its dark power went out of control. "We need to get out of here immediately," Elise said urgently. "Everyone, hurry!" Hayato called out, running towards the castle's exit. They dashed through the crumbling castle, dodging falling debris and cracks in the ground, fighting against the raging dark power. They supported each other, risking their lives to escape. "Hayato, over there. I see the exit." Leon pointed to a faint light. "Everyone, just a bit more. Hang in there." Hayato encouraged, pushing himself harder. Finally, the group made it outside and successfully escaped. However, one final task remained. They needed to perform a ritual to completely eradicate the Demon King's power before it dissipated. "This ritual will seal the Demon King's power completely," Elise explained. "We have to do it ourselves." Hayato nodded, beginning the ritual with his friends. Gathered at the ruins of the Demon King's castle, they chanted the spell Elise had taught them. Hayato, Leon, Alice, and Elise combined their hearts and unleashed a powerful magic. "Now, Hayato, use the Sword of Light," Elise shouted. Hayato raised the Sword of Light, pouring all his strength into a single strike. A blinding light spread, purifying the dark power. The Demon King's power vanished completely, bringing peace to Elflia. "We did it, we succeeded," Alice cried out in joy. "Is it really over?" Leon asked, still in disbelief. "Yes, we did it," Hayato said, hugging his friends and sharing in their victory. The price of victory, having defeated the Demon King and purified the dark power, Hayato and his group became true heroes to the people of Elflia. However, their victory came at a great cost. The wounds and fatigue from the battle had deeply marked their bodies. They returned to the temple at the center of Elflia under Elisa's guidance. The people warmly welcomed them, honoring their courage and sacrifice. The temple elders vowed to eternally recount their great deeds. "Hayato, we are grateful for your bravery. Elflia has regained its peace." The elder bowed deeply. "We just fulfilled our mission," Hayato replied humbly. However, in the days that followed, Hayato and his group struggled with their injuries and fatigue. The battle had taken a toll on their bodies. Hayato, in particular, had exhausted his strength using the Sword of Light. "Hayato, don't push yourself. Your body is at its limit." Elise looked at him with concern. "I'm fine, Elise. I decided to fight for everyone," Hayato replied with a weary smile. His comrades continued to support him. Leon kept up his sword training. Alice delved deeper into her magic studies, and Elise used healing magic to aid Hayato's recovery. Their bond grew stronger, and the time they spent together became precious. One day, Hayato walked with Elise in the temple garden. The blooming flowers and singing birds and the peaceful scenery soothed their hearts, and Hayato spoke about the future. "Elise, I'll never forget what I've learned in this world. What can we do to protect this peace?" Hayato asked. "We will continue to fight for this world together," Elise replied gently. At that moment, Hayato deeply understood why he had been summoned to this world. His mission wasn't over, it would continue. A new adventure. Time passed, and Hayato and his group prepared to set out again. There were still unresolved issues and unknown adventures in Elflia. Hayato resolved to face new challenges with his comrades. Hayato, are you ready? Leon asked, holding his sword. Yes, our adventure is just beginning, Hayato answered firmly. Alice, holding her magic staff, smiled and said, let's keep working hard together. We are the strongest team. That's right. We will face any difficulties together, Elise said with confidence. Hayato and his group set out for new adventures. Many trials and surprises awaited them. However, they had strong bonds and friendship. They believed that would support and guide them. The sky of Elflia was clear and blue, filled with hope for the future. Hayato and his friends walked their path with smiles, seeking new comrades and encounters. Let's face any challenges together from now on, Hayato said to his friends. Of course, Hayato. We are forever comrades, Leon, Alice, and Elise replied in unison. And so, their adventure continued. New lands and new challenges awaited them, but they had a firm belief in their hearts. They had the strength to overcome any obstacles and carve out their future. Thus, Hero Hayato and his comrades began a new chapter of their adventure. The future of Elflia was in their hands, filled with hope and courage. Well, thank you for spending time with Luna until the end today. I'm very happy if you enjoyed the memorable narration. Please subscribe to the channel and give it a high rating. I'll be waiting with a new reading prepared for tomorrow, so please come back again. Have a good night, and see you tomorrow.